Wait. 40,385,211,860. Is that right? You had 40 billion? Billion? Oh man. I gotta watch this. I ended up hitting 40 billion after 19 minutes. 19 minutes? 40 billion? Wait a minute. But if you can fight Clea, she can buff endlessly when she is almost dead. Let her heal. Oh, that's right, yeah. Rinse and repeat, you hit 1.4 trillion? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Has anybody hit a trillion? I gotta look this up. No. Unless my algorithm's not picking it up, no one's hit a trillion. My goodness. I mean, wouldn't the game crash? Because it has to compute all that. My Xbox would just power down and just say, hey bro, you won. You know what? You won, man. Put the game away. All right, let's watch this thing. Oh, hold on, let's rewind. Verso dies and revives to fill the break bar. Yeah. Shoot to break it. Yeah. So I'd imagine this is a pure speed team where they're constantly going over and over again. They keep Simon broken. And then, yeah. CL just builds Fortel forever. She's using Charnun. Charnun? Not familiar with that. Repeat, but shoot 9 times. Plentiful Harvest. Plentiful Harvest to... Oh, yeah. So you use up all of you and your team's health. Is it for more power, more damage, or more Fortel? I can't remember. I hardly ever use it. This is because of charting and warming up. Wait, what? Damage is increasing at every turn. This is because of charting and warming up, but it will cap. Repeat Endbringer to keep Simon stunned, yeah? When at rank S, don't skip next turn, but use Overload. Wow. So I imagine Verso has Cereso. Every 2 turns, Monoko uses Lancelier Impale to keep applying slow. And that's it, yeah. So that would definitely keep putting Simon back in the order, back down the order, slow. If needed, CL can cast Dark Cleansing on herself to apply Rush. If you mess up turns, use it, yeah. Use her intervention to keep Simon from going. If Simon unstuns, intervention on Monoko to cast Breakpoint. I love F1. So every time I see Monoko, I want to say Monoko. It's time to use Lancelier Impale to reapply slow. How many? Okay, so she has 6 stacks of Moon right now. I'm going to speed this up to the end. Yeah. Yeah, if he did this for 20 minutes, then this will be a 30-minute video. At the end, CL will trigger Twilight with Fortune's Fury and use End Slice. Yeah, that makes sense. But I think I've taken... Gosh, when I use CL as like the main damage, I think I've taken her to like 12 stacks where the Twilight was like 300% or something like that. I don't think I've ever took him beyond that. He's already at 28. Oh my goodness. Charnon and Plentiful Harvest maximize Fortels and charges while minimizing damage. Okay, that makes sense for Verso and Monoko because he doesn't want them to accidentally just do some crazy damage on Simon. I thought I saw some 9,999 caps. So that makes sense. That would suck. Like doing all this work, Monoko accidentally roulettes like a 9-figure damage. Unfortunately, I've already defeated her. Defeated who? Oh, he's talking about Clea again. Yeah. You can keep farming Fortel and charges. Yeah. If you had a couple hours to burn, I think somebody's going to do it. The problem is if your computer or console can take a 1 trillion damage calculation before it just blows up. Oh, man. Dodge to stay alive while casting Dark Cleansing to gain more charges. Yeah, this is impressive. This guy, by the way, Coccobello. Bro is dropping science. I ran into him recently because I was in the middle of my 3rd playthrough and I was collecting all the weapons in the game and I didn't have Samosa, which is the weapon Simon drops. And I went to go fight Simon, but my setup was just to do like a regular playthrough, nothing fancy. I wasn't nuking anybody. I was just having some fun. But you know, when you get to Simon, it's game over. Like, you got to create either a strong build to wipe him out early, or just get used to his attack patterns and then parry him to death. But I just wanted to get through the game, so I just looked up quickly a nuke build. He had a really, really easy one. I think I only used like 157 Lumina points. Super minimalistic. And you only use 2 people. And I nuked Simon right away. And I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. And when I watched the video, I was floored on how minimalistic you can keep your Lumina points and create a monster character to do some crazy damage. So of course this stuff pops up in my FYP, and I saw this. I was scrolling past it and I did a double take because I was like, did he hit 40 billion on the thumbnail? And I was looking at it like, no, he did it. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Charnin, but that sounds like it stacks. In fact, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Let's see, 100% critical chance during Twilight. Apply 1 foretell on critical hit. At level 20, you get 20% increased damage for each consecutive turn without taking damage. Can stack up to 5 times. Yeah. So an extra 25% boost in damage. Wow. Makes sense. All right, he's right at the end. This is my last Plentiful Harvest. Bro, he's at 70. Oh my goodness. From now on, CL cast Dark Cleansing to collect moon charges. Yeah. Because Dark Cleansing is what, 0 AP? Hexka Crush for defenseless. Yep, so he's getting ready to do some big damage. One last Endbringer. So there's a Pictos where you get 15% more damage if they're defenseless. Shoot and attack for rank S. Yep, he does. Verso is using Cereso. Couldn't get that sentence out. More Dark Cleansing. At this point, you should give shields to CL. Yep, so she probably has Shielding Tint and the, was it Shield Affinity? Well, oh, he messed up. So I applied slow one more time. Overlord. Or Overload. Get the, get him to S rank. Well, he's not at S rank. Wow. Okay, now he's going to get him to S rank. Okay. I was going to say he's going to miss out on that extra damage. So Cereso, everybody gets half the damage of the perfection. So, yeah, I can't even count how many multipliers he has on this thing right now on Simon. Okay, Healing Tint to give her 9 shields. Yep. There you go. Now she's ready. Right? Wow. She's at 75 moon charges. She's gonna end up. See how shoots to burn? Okay, here comes the sun charge to make this a Twilight. What is the damage? 1900%. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Here it is. 40 billion. Wow. Man, is he gonna show the build? He did in the other one. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, one thing I really like about this YouTuber is he shows the build. Sometimes people are stingy and just, oh wait, let me hide my face, hold on. There we go. That way I'm not in the way here. Pictos maximize her speed. What is her speed? Has to be over 4,000. Critical rate doesn't matter thanks to critical stun. That is correct, yeah. So he's going kind of quick here. So if you didn't know, critical stun is a Pictos where if the enemy is stunned and you hit them, automatically get 100% critical. So what I think he's implying is there's no need to put any Pictos that apply critical because CL's going to get it right away. I also imagine CL, Verso, and Monoko are all super high speed so that they're constantly going over and over again. Oh, 4,221, that's her speed. Yeah. You can actually get up to like, I think the highest you can get up is like 5,200, I think. And he's only using 329 Lumina. That, again, This guy is a scientist when it comes to figuring out the minimum amount of lumina that you need and kind of just sweeping all the other distracting stuff away. Like, he only has the skills that he's planning to use for this particular nuke. If you have any other skills, then it probably distracts you. You could potentially mess up and allow Simon to go. Can you imagine if he went after all that? Bro would pull out a move no one ever seen before. He'd be so pissed. Simon would pull out like a 20 move sporadic combination that no one could predict. Hilarious. Yeah, only a little over 300, and he has well, I don't know why he has dead energy too, but or sweet kill. I guess he wants some health after after defeating. He wants some AP and health after defeating Simon, I guess. I don't know. I mean, outside of those two, everything else makes sense. Complete sense. All right, Verso, yep, using Cereso. What is his speed? 3,800? And he's only using 219 Lumina points. That's crazy. Yep, his job is to do some free aim stuff and get his rank all the way up to S as quick as he can. And that's all you need, apparently. Probably picked a bunch of other stuff, but this is interesting. But yeah, this guy's like a minimalist as well. He only used, what is that? 198 Lumina or attribute points? Yeah, he's at 99, and you could definitely use another 99. He just chose not to use it. That's crazy. Monoko's only using 130 Lumina points. That's wild. Galt Fury, Hexa Crash, Crueler Barrier, Lancelier Impale. And he's using Nusaro. I thought you would... That's interesting. I think... Or you'd think he'd use Yunaro. Yunaro build break. It's like 50% more break damage. But Nusaro, if all your attributes points are applied to where it's scaled, and this one isn't, he only has luck and agility. Again, probably driving speed and crit. Yeah, I am puzzled because, I mean, I guess he doesn't need to break Simon if he's stunned all the damn time. But yeah, I would think you'd have Yunaro and then all the attributes points applied so it can do some break damage. But hey, what do I know? I'm not doing 40 billion in damage. Oh man. Well, Coccobello, bravo. Bravo. That was amazing. Really, really impressed. And again, there might be a higher damage video out there. I just haven't come across it. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I did hear from a Expedition 33 streamer or YouTuber, a very, very popular one, mention that someone in his friend group hit 1 trillion. That's sort of the first time I heard somebody even saying it's possible. Anyways, this is amazing. And he released a video either today or yesterday on a counterattack, or counterattacking Simon only and nuking him apparently. Yeah, I gotta check that out too. But man, 40 billion, bro. Goodness gracious.